Dear children, so welcome to the session. In last session we discussed about the acids and the properties of acids, and now we are going to discuss about the bases, properties of base. The property of acid. What is the taste of acid? It is sour in taste. The base. So bases are bitter to taste. It's bitter to taste, and they change the color of red litmus to blue. If we dip the red litmus paper in base, it will change to blue color. So from that we can identify the bases. For acid, we have to take blue litmus paper. If we dip the blue litmus paper in acid, means it turns to red. But in base, we have to take the red litmus paper. That red litmus paper we have to dip in the base, means it will turns to blue color. And the taste for acid is sour, and taste for base is bitter. So these are the major difference of acids and base. And then when we add water in acids, it releases hydrogen ions, that is H plus ions. In base, when we add water in base, it releases hydroxide ions, that is OH minus ions. That is a major difference between the acids and base. And now we discuss about the indicators. The indicators are the chemical substance which give different colors in acidic or basic solution. So when we add indicators in acid or base, it will give the different colors. So from that we can easily identify whether the given substance is acid or base. So there are various indicators are there. One is litmus paper. So blue litmus paper or red litmus paper. And another one is phenolphthalein. And another indicator is methyl orange. So these are all some indicators. One is litmus paper. So in litmus paper we are having blue litmus paper and red litmus paper, and phenolphthalein and methyl orange. And also there are nature indicators is also there. So example, litmus paper, turmeric, red cabbage leaves, and colored petals of some flowers. So from this nature indicators is also available. So from this also we can identify the acidic or basic solution. Okay children, now we will discuss some questions. Very interesting question. The first question is, so what happens to a stain of curry on a white cloth when soap is scrubbed on it? So this is just consider this is a white cloth. So in that some curry stains will be there. So when we apply soap and scrub on it, so what will happen? So when we apply soap, actually the soap is basic, that is sodium hydroxide or calcium hydroxide. So these bases can be used in the soap. So when we add the base on the stain, so first the stain becomes, so the stain it will becomes reddish brown. the stain it will becomes reddish brown, because soap is basic in nature. Soap is basic in nature. So that's why the stain became reddish brown color. And next question is, so you have been provided with the 3 test tubes, that is A, B and C. So one of them contains the test tube A, which contains distilled water, and the other 2 contains an acidic solution and basic solution. So just consider the 3 test tubes. The 3 test tube, one of the test tube it will be distilled water, and the other 2 test tubes, so one is acidic solution and another one is basic solution. If you are given blue and red litmus paper, how will you identify the content of each test tube? So they are given the blue litmus paper and red litmus paper with the 3 test tubes. So one is distilled water and another one is acidic solution and another test tube which contains the basic solution. How we have to identify? So for that, first we have to take the blue litmus paper. We have to dip the blue litmus paper in the 3 test tubes. So from that, which litmus paper it will change blue to red color, that will be acidic, that is acidic solution. First separate the acidic solution, and remaining 2 test tubes are there. So in that we have to dip the test tube with red litmus paper. So in the 2 test tube, in the 1 test tube, the red litmus paper is changed to blue color. We have to identify which test tube is. So that test tube is basic solution, and remaining 1 test tube, no changes when we add blue litmus paper and also red litmus paper. That test tube is the distilled water. So each test tube put blue litmus paper. So first we have to put the blue litmus paper in the 3 test tube. So in test tube B, it will turn red. In test tube B, so this is the test tube B. So this test tube, when we dip the blue litmus paper, it will change to red, so that we can tell it as the B is acidic solution. But no change will occur in test tube A and C. There is no change in test tube A and test tube C. And after that we have to put the blue litmus paper, red litmus paper in the test tube A and the C. It will turn blue in C, showing it contains basic solution. In test tube C, when we dip the red litmus paper, it turns to blue color. That indicates it is basic solution. And test tube A, there is no change will occur when we dip the blue litmus paper and red litmus paper. So that indicates that A is distilled water. So the answer is A contains distilled water and B contains acidic solution and C contains basic solutions. So this is the answer for the question. And next question is, a knife which is used to cut the fruit was immediately dipped into water containing drops of blue litmus solution. If the color of the solution is changed to red, so what inference can be drawn about the nature of the fruit and why? Just we have to cut one fruit with a knife, and that knife was dipped in a water. So in that water it contains a drops of blue litmus solution. So when we dip that knife in that water, the color of that water, it will be changed to red. So in the blue litmus solution, it will change to red. So what inference can be drawn? So what happens when blue litmus solution is dipped in acid? It will change to red. So we can say that the fruits, it contains acidic. So which fruits can have the acidic in nature? Yes, it's lemon. In lemon, what acid is there, children? Yes, citric acid. If we cut the lemon with the help of knife, and that knife, when we dip that knife in that water, so that water is having blue litmus, it's having a drop of blue litmus solution, that will change to red color. The fruit is acidic because acidic solution change blue litmus solution red. So this is the answer. So the fruit is acidic in nature. For example, you just take the lemon. So lemon is acidic in nature because in that lemon, what acid is there? Yes, citric acid. So when we dip the blue litmus paper in lemon, it will change to red color. That indicates the lemon contains, it's having the acidic property. It's acidic in nature. Okay, children. So in this session we discussed about the acids, bases, properties of acids and bases, and indicators. So acid means when we add water in acid, it releases H plus ions. When we add water in base, it releases hydroxide ions. Acid is sour to taste. Base, bitter. And identification, when we dip the blue litmus paper in acid, it turns to red color. When we dip red litmus paper in base, it turns to blue color. And indicators. So indicators is a substance. It will use the different color when it is added to acids or base. So from that we can easily identify whether the given solutions are acids or base. The examples for indicators are blue litmus paper, red litmus paper, phenolphthalein, methyl orange. So these are the topics today we discuss. Okay, children. So see you on next session. Thank you.